Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back. Let's see what's going on in your energy, Gemini. Don't forget to click on that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're new here, just know that this is an all Gemini channel. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Woo, you have an ending and a new beginning. I hear like you're leaving heartache, stress, somebody that has tried to break you. You're leaving that person behind, okay? This is somebody who stabbed you in the back. You're getting rid of toxicity. You might even be changing your habits or working on your habits at this time. There is a decision that is in your path here, okay? So there's a decision that needs to be made, and it's going to be a difficult decision. And I'm hearing that once you make this decision, I'm hearing that somebody's going to be so regretful. Like, somebody's going to regret the things that they've done here, the things that they have said, the way that they treated you, Gemini. I'm hearing this person is going to regret everything. They're going to regret it. This is why you should treat people good, because if you treat people good, then you don't have nothing to regret, right? But this person doesn't understand that. Well, they didn't understand that, right? So this is somebody who was trying to be a player. They thought that they were smart. They thought they had everything figured out. You know, they were going to play games, and they thought that they were going to win. You know, they were just going to play games, have fun, and yeah. So this could be a past situation. I'm hearing that you took your power back. You said something to this person. You said something to this person. You were very driven, and you said, hey, you know what? I don't need your crap anymore. That's what I heard. You said, I don't need your crap anymore. I don't need to deal with you anymore. I'm going to go and heal myself. So this person thought that they were going to get something out of you. They thought they were going to have like some fun. They were going to play games, kind of like a cat, you know, playing with a mouse, right? Like this person thought they were going to be the cat, and they were going to play with you and have fun with you, and you cut them off. You said, you know what? I'm not going to deal with your crap anymore. You chose yourself. I am hearing you chose to love yourself, you know? And not only that, but you are the Queen of Cups here. So you are a natural, nurturing type of person. You're also very mature. So I don't see you acting out. You were more of a non-reactive to this person, you know? They didn't get what they wanted out of you. They thought that they would, but they didn't, because you're too mature. You're not going to react that way. You're not going to be screaming and pouting and banging on the doors and acting a certain kind of way, right? You're not going to do all that like this person thought you would. Because you're above that. That's what I'm hearing. You're above it. And once you realize that that person wasn't worth your time anymore, you cut them out, right? Now, there is something here that this person thought that you were going to do, and you didn't do it. They thought that you were going to do something. They thought that you were going to like get some kind of revenge on them, or you were going to be sinister toward them or something like that, and you didn't do it. You ended up walking away. They kind of thought that you were going to become like a control freak or something, so then they can like point the finger at you and be like, look at Gemini. Gemini is this control freak, and look how Gemini is doing things here, and look how Gemini is acting. Gemini's trying to control me, trying to boss me around. You know, they thought that they were going to be able to like point the finger at you, make you feel bad, make you feel ashamed, make you feel embarrassed for your reactions, things like that, right? Because you didn't. Now I'm seeing some kind of conflict. Now, there might have been other people who were trying to like help this person. I can't figure out who it is, but there could have been other people around the two of you. And those people were trying to help this person. Like they were trying to work with this person or help this person plan for the future or do something for the future. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm gonna cut that out because she's like talking. Okay. So somebody here was coming in to help this person. Somebody was trying to work with them. I don't really understand why. I'm gonna split the cards. I don't know if y'all can see him, but I'm gonna split the cards. I'm gonna see if we can get some more information. We got the Three of Cups coming out. So okay, so this could have been somebody that this person was drinking with, partying with. Somebody who was like really helping them go the wrong way. I want to say because that's what it looks like a fake friend. Okay, because that's what I'm getting, a fake friend, somebody who was like helping them go into the wrong direction. So there was a third party situation here, Gemini. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partner, but it could have been. Okay. But I don't think so. I'm getting more of like this was a buddy of theirs who was like, "Oh, why are you getting serious with Gemini?" Because that's the energy I'm getting from this. Like, why are you getting serious with Gemini? Let me help you out. You're young or you're this age. Why do you want to be tied down in a relationship? You should be playing your field. Going out with different people and things like that. And the whole time that your person here was treating you like crap, and doing all this stuff, this so called friend of theirs was actually gossiping about them and saying crap about them and really doing their part to make them look bad. So your person was following the advice of somebody who hates them. Okay? This person hates them. This person does not like them. Now, I see here that they were trying to act like they were trying to help them out or they were trying to push them forward. They were trying to like come on, let's get this done, right? But they didn't realize that this so-called friend of theirs was in competition with them. Yeah. I think this person I think this person has something for you, okay? Like that's what I'm getting. They didn't get what they wanted, or maybe they tried to like get together with you, or maybe they try to flirt with you, okay? And you might have like shot them down, or maybe you let them know that you just weren't interested. And this person was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of this person. I'm gonna get this person to piss Gemini off so badly that Gemini is just gonna leave them. And you you broke you like yeah, you did. You cut contact with that person completely, so it actually worked. But the thing is that even though I see this person, they influenced that person to do the things that they did to you, right? They influenced them, making them think that they were right. The point is that your person agreed with it and your person went along with it. So make sure that sinks in when I'm telling you all this. Because this other person here, this third party, is definitely gossiping about them. And I'm talking about they are talking crap about them. Okay? To anybody who will listen, and I'm hearing like at a bar or a pub or something like that. They're like talking to anybody who will listen to them because they hate them. They really do. They totally hate that person. So there was competition between here. And you know what? One of the things that might have sparked this person to hate I guess your ex or whoever that person is to you, was there was a difference in opinions. Okay, so they had a difference in an opinion, and they might have argued about it. I don't think so. I think this person just said, "Oh, really? You think that way?" And because of whatever it was, so it could have been like maybe your person is against, let's say they're against you know immigration, going in and taking people out, and this person was for it, something like that. Okay, it could have been political, something like that. And then this person was like, "Oh, you know what? You don't deserve Gemini," and that's what they did. But the thing is your person, they're not a child. Your person went along with it. They were like, "Yeah, I'm a player," and they took on that persona. So it's all on them now. Anyways, so that person was upset with your person. That's why they did this. Okay, so they played games and your person fell for it. Yeah. And I see here that you still did not give this person the time of day. So maybe they were expecting it, you know? Maybe they were expecting something new with you, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like you gave that person the time of day. Instead, I feel like you are more focused on healing, getting out there, maybe working in the community or doing something in the community, or you're more interested in getting something going where you're around people who are collaborating with you. Maybe you are more focused on getting around people who are going to work with you and be a team player with you. You know, it looks like you realized that you're just going to focus on what you got going on here. It looks like you're just going to focus on your skills, your work. Yes, you're having a new beginning, but you also realized that you don't need that person in your life to make you happy. There's other things that you can do in your life that would be fulfilling for you. There's people in the world that can make you happy, that can fill that void in your life. You don't need that person who is going to go around listening to other people and get in the middle and let other people get in the middle of y'all's relationship, right? That is one of the biggest red flags, okay? When you are in a relationship with somebody and that person allows other people, I mean, I'm seeing here that you didn't know. You just knew that that person was acting weird, and then they started doing crazy things and playing games, and you picked up on that part, but you didn't know that this person, this third party, was the culprit, right? But it doesn't matter. That person did not put a gun to their head and make them act that way. They did it all on their own. So it is what it is, right? You might be learning something new. Ooh. You might be taking this person to court, actually. Not the person wearing a mask, not the fake friend, no. But you might be taking that person to court. If you are taking them to court for whatever reason, you're going to win. Okay? You're going to win. Judgment's going to be in your favor, just so you know. It might have something to do with finances, or maybe you had to break a lease, something like that. Or maybe that person decided that they weren't going to pay their part of the rent or part of their obligation. Okay, so like for instance, maybe y'all bought a car together. Maybe you loaned them some money, something like that. Okay, but just so you know, it's all going to be corrected really soon. Now, for one of you, I'm hearing like you're building a new future for yourself without this person, of course. You might be going to school. You might be working on something where you're going to be partnering up with somebody else, okay? And that somebody else could actually be something that's going to spark a romantic situation for you and that person, okay? Huh. So, Gemini, you have somebody that wants to come toward you with a business opportunity. This could be somebody that you're going to meet at the courthouse, or it might have something to do with legal. Maybe there's some kind of legal papers that need to be signed or something like that. But you have a business opportunity that is coming your way, and you might feel like you shouldn't take it, or you might feel like it might be too much for you. You might feel like you don't have the skills for it, or you might just be questioning, what's going on. Why is this person giving you this great offer, right? Spirit is saying, don't feel that way. You are a lot stronger than you think you are. See, this whole ordeal that happened with this person and the way that they were treating you, it was meant to happen, because that person is not meant to be around you when your 10 of coins comes in. When you get this big check, okay? That person is not supposed to be in your future. They're not meant to be in your future. That's why you had to go through this with this person, right? I'm telling you, if you take this opportunity that's coming your way, you are going to be so happy. because it's going to put you in the Ten of Coins energy. And we're talking about financial stability. Money to go on trips, money to go on cruises. Like you're going to have everything that you could possibly want. Medical bills, you could pay them, you know. Rent comes in, okay, pay it. No big deal. No stress. That's what I'm hearing. Like you are about to live a no stress life. Of course, you're going to spend it in moderately. You're not going to go crazy, but it's going to be good. You're going to have assets. You're going to have quite a bit of assets here. Okay. Now, for one of you, you might be suing this person. Okay. Like I said, it might be because of a financial thing. You're getting that money. You're going to be getting a large amount of money, and you're going to take that money and you're going to create something for yourself here. So when this opportunity comes in, you are going to be prepared. You're going to have the finances to finance a new project, okay? Because that's what I'm hearing. A new project. Something is about to be balanced here for you. So you might have somebody trying to communicate with you. I think it's this person. One of them is going to be this person that's wearing a mask. Okay, that person is going to be trying to talk to you. Okay, because that person is attracted to you. That person wants to get with you. Okay, your person that acts stupid, they don't see the full picture. They thought it was all about them. No, it's not. It was all about you the whole time. That's what I'm hearing. The whole thing was about you since day one. They just didn't realize it, you know? And you know what I'm seeing? Like you try to be a friend to this person, the one that's wearing a mask, the one that's talking crap about your ex over here. Now, that person, you try to be a friend with them or you try to friend zone them, okay? And that person is like, no, I don't want to be your friend. They're like, and they know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know you're trying to put them in the friend zone. They don't want you to do that, okay? So this person is going to try even harder to get themselves out of that friend zone. They do not want to be your friend, okay? They want to be your lover. They want to be your partner. They want to be romantically connected to you. Okay, they want to have that with you. hmm I see here that you are very sure of what you want to achieve here. You at least have an idea. You want to achieve something. You want to be on top of things. You are not lazy. You're willing to put in the work for it. And because you have that in you, I see you succeeding. Yeah, I see you succeeding. So you're going to heal and you're going to do good. I see a creative project that's gonna bring in some money for you. A creative project is going to help you. So not only are you going to be financially stable, but you're also going to be excited about what you do. You know, we could work, and we could be making money, like good money, right? But we don't get excited about doing it, you know? A lot of people, they work jobs, but they don't wake up excited. You know, they wake up and they're like, they have to go through the emotions, and like, okay, I gotta get ready. No, you are going to be very happy with what you're doing here, Gemini. Like, you are going to be so happy. Like, I see you jumping out of bed. Like you're going to have your clothes ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be looking ahead and looking forward to your day. So, whatever this is that you're going to do, you're going to be so happy doing it. And you know what? That's one thing my grandpa always said. Whatever you choose to do with your life, make sure it's something that you enjoy because you're going to end up spending at least 1/3 of your life doing that thing, whatever it is, right? Yeah. And he lived to be, well, you have to remember, he was born in 1902, I believe. So he lived through the Depression. He lived through a lot of things in his life. When he was a boy, he didn't see a car until he was in his 20s. So you have to remember, he's back from the horse and carriage days, right? So one thing he learned was that whatever you get into, whatever you do, make sure it's something that you enjoy. And Gemini, that's exactly what it's going to be for you. Not only that, but there's a parallel between my grandpa and you, where remember I was saying how my grandpa has seen a lot in his lifetime? I'm seeing here that you're going to see a lot too, either through traveling, planning ahead, saving money, and traveling, or just going around the world, seeing things through the, like going to Morocco, going to Spain, going to France, Italy, like you're going to explore the world. It's going to be exciting. Okay, so you're going to be planning your vacation. So you're going to be excited about making your money, and then you're going to also be excited of how you're going to spend the money, which is going to be really good for you. And I think when you have these experiences of traveling and going places, and it doesn't have to be so far away, guys. I'm using that as an example. It could be something as simple as you want to go to the Florida Keys. It could be something like that. Whatever it is, right? But it's something that's going to help you push forward. It's going to also help you get on the right track. It's going to get your life in the right track. So, this person that thinks that they're so smart, playing games with you, acting like they're a player and all that, well, looks like they lost out. And they are going to be in huge regrets. They're in regret now, but trust me, they're going to be in bigger regret down the road when you start posting that you went here and you went to Las Vegas and you went to California and you did all this stuff, and when they realize everything that they lost out on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways, Gemini, thank you for being here. That person that's wearing a mask, it looks like they're just going to be lingering around your energy for a while. Okay? Trying to see if they can get together with you. And, but it looks like you're pretty dead set on keeping them in the friend zone. Or you will be. If this is a future reading. Anyways, Gemini, thank you for being here. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.